In Canada, coyotes have become an increasing threat, causing significant damage to both rural and suburban communities. Farmers have reported livestock losses reaching tens of thousands, while homeowners face chewed fences, torn garbage bins, and damaged property. In just 1 year, estimated damages from coyote-related incidents have exceeded $1.2 million, including costs for livestock replacement, security fencing, and emergency response. With coyote sightings rising even in residential areas, families are worried about the safety of their pets and children. These predators are no longer limited to the wild, they are adapting, thriving, and moving closer. So how do we stop this? What effective strategies can be applied to reduce their numbers and protect both people and property? Let's explore together. Hunting coyotes with a gun during the day is one of the most exciting and challenging pursuits for any marksman. Coyotes are intelligent, fast, and alert predators. To hunt them successfully, you need more than just a good shot. You need strategy, patience, and a deep understanding of how this animal moves and thinks. The key is learning how to approach without being detected, position yourself with purpose, and know exactly when to pull the trigger.
Awesome.
The first step is choosing the right gun and caliber. Most experienced coyote hunters prefer rifles chambered in .223 Remington, .22-250, or .243 Winchester. These calibers offer flat trajectories, high speed, and the accuracy needed for shots ranging from 100 to 300 yards. A quality scope is equally important. A 3-9x or 4-12x variable magnification scope allows flexibility for different ranges. Always sight your rifle before going out. A poorly sighted rifle is the cause of missed shots, especially with a fast-moving target like a coyote. Once your gear is ready, it's time to think about setup. Coyotes rely heavily on their sense of smell, so choosing a downwind position is crucial. Sit with the wind blowing in your face and observe open areas, fence lines, and brush where coyotes might approach. Hide using natural cover such as bushes, rocks, trees, or sit in the shadows. Camouflage clothing that matches your surroundings can make a difference. Movement is your enemy, so stay still, keep your hands low, and blend in.
You got him? Uncovered.
Now comes the critical part, patience and silence. After finding your position, settle in and watch carefully. Don't expect instant results. Many hunters make the mistake of moving too soon or becoming restless.
Let him stop. He'll stop. I'm on him. I'm on him.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey.
Done.
Wait at least 20 to 30 minutes in each position before relocating. During this time, scan with your eyes, not your head. Coyotes are curious but cautious. You might spot one trotting from the edge of a field or creeping along a fence line, testing the wind. Staying calm and prepared for a precise shot is the most important thing.
Oh. Someone hit him. Yes. We just
Nice shot.
just get a quad.
I got a quad.
When a coyote appears, your goal is a quick and accurate shot. Aim just behind the front shoulder to hit the heart-lung area. This zone offers a wider target and quickly stops the animal.
Yes. Two Dale.
Some hunters aim for the head, but this is risky unless you're truly confident in your aim. A missed shot can wound the animal, and a wounded coyote will often disappear into cover, making recovery difficult. One shot, one clean kill, that's the standard every responsible hunter should aim for. Lastly, timing matters. While coyotes can be hunted year-round in many areas, the best time for day hunting is early morning or late afternoon. In the morning, they return from nighttime hunting and are less cautious. In the evening, they begin to stir again, often hunting for rodents or scavenging. The light is softer, shadows are longer, and coyotes tend to move more in the open. With the right rifle, smart setup, and disciplined patience, daytime coyote hunting with a gun can be one of the most rewarding challenges in the wild. So, when the light starts to shift and the shadows stretch across the land, will you be ready and in position when the coyote makes its move? Let us know your answer in the comments below, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel.
Baby. Awesome.
In the vast wilderness of Montana, legal bison hunts are not just a seasonal tradition, they're a necessary defense. While wild bison may symbolize the untamed spirit of the American West, their unchecked presence has caused real damage. Cars totaled on snowy highways, hikers injured on remote trails, and ranch fences shattered under the weight of a charging herd. These aren't rare accidents, they're growing problems. To keep both people and property safe, hunters have stepped in with state-approved strategies to control bison numbers. But here's the real question: how do they manage to take down such massive, powerful animals in the wild terrain of Montana? Let's find out, together, right after this. Before stepping onto the plains in pursuit of a wild bison, hunters must first navigate a landscape of legal requirements. States like Montana and Alaska, along with various tribal lands, offer limited hunting permits, usually through a lottery system. These permits are closely regulated, and with good reason. Bison are not only majestic but also protected under specific wildlife management policies. Additionally, most designated hunting areas are adjacent to sensitive zones like Yellowstone National Park, so a single misstep across an invisible boundary could result in hefty fines or legal trouble. Understanding these rules isn't just about legality, it's about respecting the privilege of the hunt.
Thanks. Good job.
Once the paperwork is squared away, attention turns to gear, starting with the rifle. Taking down a bison, which can weigh nearly a ton, is not a task for light calibers. Experienced hunters favor powerful cartridges like the .30-06 Springfield or the .338 Win Mag, paired with controlled expansion bullets designed to penetrate thick hide and bone. Bolt-action rifles are a reliable choice for their accuracy and durability, and a solid scope is essential for long-distance precision. Choosing the right setup is not just about firepower, it's about ensuring a clean, ethical harvest. With gear in hand, the hunt begins in earnest with locating the herd. Depending on the region, bison may be found grazing in vast open prairies or sheltered in snowy highlands. Scouting becomes an art form, requiring sharp eyes and patience. Hunters rely on binoculars and spotting scopes to observe movement from a distance, identifying signs like wallows and well-worn trails. Cold weather, especially after snowfall, offers an advantage by highlighting fresh tracks, clues that bring hunters closer to their quarry without disturbing the natural rhythm of the land.
care.
Closing the distance, however, requires more than simple tracking. Stalking a bison demands careful strategy, starting with the wind. Approaching from downwind helps conceal human scent, while ridgelines and natural cover provide the necessary stealth to stay hidden.
Get another naked.
Positioning within 150 to 300 yards ensures an ethical shot while minimizing the chance of alerting the herd. Each movement must be deliberate. In bison country, one wrong step can turn opportunity into failure.
Shoot him again. Shoot him again.
When the moment finally comes to take the shot, precision and restraint are critical. Bison have thick hides, massive muscles, and dense bone structures that can absorb poorly placed rounds. The best shot is broadside, aiming just behind the front shoulder to target the lungs. A quartering away angle can also offer a lethal path, but headshots should be avoided. Despite their allure, the thick skull often deflects bullets, leading to suffering rather than a swift end. True marksmanship is measured not by bravado, but by clean kills. Even with a well-placed shot, the hunt isn't over. Bison are notoriously resilient, and it's not uncommon for a wounded animal to remain standing or attempt escape. A follow-up shot may be necessary. Once the bison goes down, hunters must observe carefully from a distance to ensure it has expired before approaching. At that point, tagging the animal is not only a legal requirement but a moment of reverence. It's a ritual that closes the hunt with gratitude and responsibility, marking the end of one journey and the beginning of another, processing, preserving, and honoring the harvest. What's your take on this hunting method? Share your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more real hunting stories every week.
Which one are we looking at?
Loaded shockers. That was pretty exciting.
Leopards are known to be the quietest and most dangerous predators in the cat family. They are found throughout Africa, India, the Middle East and Southeast Asia, and are well adapted to both dense forests and dry grasslands. However, as humans encroach on forests for farming, their living space is shrinking and the natural food sources are becoming increasingly scarce. As a result, they have sought out human habitations and livestock in search of food, inadvertently causing dangerous encounters with livestock, and even attacking humans. Many localities have recorded an increasingly dense presence of leopards right next to residential areas, leading to controlled hunting campaigns being deployed to minimize damage. My first operation was in the semi-arid Kutch region of western India, where people raise sheep and goats. The previous month, 18 sheep had been slaughtered. The rancher claimed that the culprit was an old, nocturnal male leopard. We set up surveillance cameras in the pen. Two nights later, a familiar figure emerged, a muscular body, a curled tail, and eyes fixed on the camera. The next morning, my guide and I followed its tracks to ambush it. On a dry, thorny slope, we found it resting under an acacia tree. A single shot from a .308 Winchester rang out. The force of the rifle killed the leopard instantly. I headed south to Iran, where the Kavar leopards were beginning to cause trouble in the desert villages. The terrain was rugged, with deep gorges, but also ideal for hiding. A sheep farm was repeatedly attacked, prompting local authorities to intervene. I accompanied an environmental task force to the suspected leopard den. Near the Tavis Gorge, we found fresh droppings and fresh scratch marks on the rocks. An ambush was planned for the night. Under the pale moonlight, the leopard emerged, cautiously and silently approaching the carcass of a dead goat, a ready bait. As it lowered its head, the sniper rifle fitted with a silencer clicked softly like a breath. Without a sound, it fell to the cold sand. When I arrived in Zambia, the edge of Luamwa National Park was experiencing an unusual increase in leopards entering human settlements. Since the forest road was widened for logging trucks, leopards have lost their territory and have invaded agricultural farms. A 10-year-old boy was attacked while fetching water near a stream, a shocking event that prompted the government to allow controlled hunting. Following mudslides, we headed deeper into the early morning jungle. After a while, a strange sound echoed, a gasp. The leopard suddenly lunged from a high tree, but I had time to pull the trigger. The bullet hit its hind leg, and it turned and ran, blood covering the dust of leaves. It took us nearly an hour to find its body, lying under the roots of the forest, its former territory. Back in Asia, I followed a special team of rangers into the hills of Sri Lanka, where leopards are creeping into tea plantations. One male has been recorded killing more than 30 chickens, cats and sheep in just 1 week. Using a reconnaissance drone, we spotted a leopard watching from a tree. We crept up on it. About 50 m away from the prey, I held my breath and pulled the trigger. The bullet hit its chest, and it fell to the base of the tree, its body curled up like a tattered floral shirt. Do you think hunting with a rifle is the best way to stop this fast and dangerous animal from encroaching? Leave your thoughts in the comments section, we look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow the next interesting content. Yet it's through this process that we've developed more than just skill, we've gained perspective. Every licensed hunt funds ranger salaries, buys anti-poaching drones, and supports veterinary services for orphaned calves. In 2022 alone, trophy hunting in South Africa generated over $250 million, with a significant portion allocated to wildlife preservation. We met community members who now earn stable incomes through ecotourism and game management, jobs made possible by regulated hunting. Our guide told us of a reserve that had to sell off surplus rhinos or risk starvation due to overpopulation. In such cases, hunting becomes not only necessary but beneficial to the herd's survival. In the Indian state of Rajasthan, I was part of a controlled leopard hunt coordinated by a conservation organization. The goal was to eliminate leopards that had attacked humans. A leopard in the area had broken into a village 3 times in just 1 month, causing a panic. People were no longer allowed to go to the fields, and children were forbidden to leave their homes in the evenings. After days of stalking and tracking, we finally determined the animal's movements and habits. Night fell, and darkness spread across the open field. Suddenly, the leopard appeared, moving slowly, its eyes gleaming with caution and calculation.
He hammered the cat was stone dead when he hit the ground. We have
Approaching the carcass we had set up, it touched it with its claws as if to check for safety, then abruptly turned to retreat. But it was too late, a shot rang out, the bullet hitting the neck. The leopard roared fiercely, struggled in the bushes, then collapsed, leaving behind an eerie silence.
Yeah, very good. Very good. That's
Leopard hunting is not only a highly technical journey, but also a battle of wits between man and a master predator. In every land I have visited, from Africa to Asia, leopards have left their mark, either blood on cliffs or silent fear in the eyes of people. Their encroachment is a clear sign of ecological imbalance. When nature has no place to hide, predators come to the light. And in this relentless confrontation, the hunter becomes the final line between safety and chaos.